out in the wild, they've been known to sit for weeks or even months in the same position, waiting until basically their prey item comes right down towards the water's edge, has a little bit of a drink or goes in the water, and what will then happen is that crocodile is able to launch out, just like Sultan did earlier, about 2/3 of their body length right out of the water to grab a hold of that prey item. Now we'll see if Sultan's girlfriend wants a little bit of food. Yeah, I think you do too, don't you? You want a bit of chicken? You want to do a jump up for us? Come on, up here. There we go. Now the first thing you'll probably notice about the female crocodile in this enclosure is there's a fairly big size difference between the two animals. And that's the way it is sort of pretty typical with most crocodilians that you'll find throughout the world. Generally the males of the species are a lot larger than the females, and it basically comes down to a bit of a dominance thing really. Now crocodiles, they've been around for over 240 million years in some way or another. And the only real significant change that has taken place in that whole period of time is basically they've kind of got a little bit smaller in size. Some of the prehistoric crocodiles, they've been known to get to lengths of over 12 metres long. These days it's nowhere near that size. Over here, come on. Come on. Oh, you missed that bit there. Right next to you. There we go. So female crocodiles in that whole period of time, they basically evolved to stay a lot smaller than the males and to act very submissive towards them as well. Now that's basically because the males, they're very, very territorial. And you will notice here at the zoo today, we do only actually have one male per enclosure. And if we were to introduce another male or a rival male into one of these pre-existing territories, that new male would probably get killed fairly quickly. They're an incredibly powerful animal. Now, like I said earlier, they basically practice the kind of sit and wait hunting technique. They'll sit right by the water's edge and wait for their prey to come all the way down to have a bit of a drink normally, and that's when they'll strike out and you have a go and grab a hold of their prey. Now, they don't need to eat too often either. A big crocodile like Sultan there, he'd be able to go for many, many weeks or months without really even having a meal, and there have been reports of crocodiles in captivity that have gone for over 18 months without eating a single meal, just on a bit of a voluntary basis. So they're a very, very well-designed, very efficient predator. Now, I'm guessing most of you guys are probably visiting Cairns at the moment. Is that right? Do we have mainly tourists here today? Yeah? Are any of you guys a bit worried about getting eaten by a crocodile while you're up here?